The fans are back, so is Finn Balor, and so am I, Rick Ucchino, right here on the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel. You know what to do. Click the button, subscribe, get all the big interviews we're doing, get more content like this, watch-alongs. We got so much good stuff coming out this weekend ahead of Money in the Bank. Just click that button, subscribe. Don't miss out on any of it. I got 3 interviews up from this week right now. Johnny Gargano, Natalya, and Nikki Ash. Make sure to check those out as soon as you're done checking out this video. The good, the bad, and the ugly of Friday Night SmackDown.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Gee, where do I begin? How about the fact that live crowds are awesome? It is so great that the people were back. They obviously made this show last night. They were on fire from get-go. We knew Vince McMahon, he was going to open the show, right? Crowd was way into it, streaming no chance in hell. Good on Vince, by the way, not milking the moment whatsoever. All he did was pop on the mic and say, "Where the hell you been?" The crowd laughed, I laughed, and then we were off to the races. Here comes the Tribal Chief. Huge reaction from the crowd there. A John Cena level mixed reaction from the crowd there. Here come the Mysterios. Big pop. But then WWE waits just a little bit.
A few moments later.
Hits Edge's music. Here comes the Rated R Superstar. And my God, I missed this. I got emotional when that Houston crowd just lost their damn minds for Edge. It was so good. And, you know, man, I miss live reactions so much. Like, there's no way to quantify. There's no way for me to verbally say how much I missed live audiences. It was huge having them back, and you can tell the superstars loved having them back as well. Edge, for crying out loud, he was begging for more, even though he had the biggest and loudest pop of the night. And that's the biggest takeaway from Friday night for me. We now have a better understanding of who is truly over with the audience. Edge, that's a duh. Big E, that's a duh. Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bianca Belair was huge with the crowd last night. But the big one for me, we could have guessed all those. Liv Morgan, were you listening, WWE? We want more Liv Morgan. That crowd was on fire for her. From, you know, the beatdown at the end of the tag match, to raising her hand with the referee, to the post beatdown interview that aired exclusively on the WWE network. That crowd was hot for her. It is time to pull the trigger. You have to do something. You have to capitalize. Something significant with her. I'm not saying she should win Money in the Bank necessarily on Sunday, but she has to be a contender based off of that reaction in Houston. Another person who is massively over, a shock to no one, is Finn Balor, the Prince, returning to SmackDown last night after a brilliant abbreviated run in NXT, and this just makes a ton of sense. SmackDown had a void. I've talked about this before. When Daniel Bryan left, they needed more top-level baby faces on the high end of the card. For now, they're filling that void with Edge, but I would expect that he's going to be here through SummerSlam, and then he'll be in and out until Mania season comes back around again, and that's fine. That's what his contract is here for. He's not here as a full-time guy, but he's going to do more dates than, say, a Brock Lesnar would. So that's great. You're filling the void now with Edge. You got to elevate people up into that picture. Finn Balor is a guy who can come in right now and fill that void at the top end of the card. Meantime, you can also build up somebody like a Big E by having him win Money in the Bank on Sunday. KO, meanwhile, also long overdue for another run on top. You just have to respect that man. You have to. He was definitely like, all right, you know what? Fans are back. F it. I'm jumping off of something extremely high. God bless that man and what he does for us as fans. God bless you, sir. Overall, guys and gals, WWE, they delivered on their first night back in front of a live crowd. All the stars were out. You had a big return. You had an excellent women's title match. I could nitpick a few things. You know what? As a matter of fact, I will, because this is the good, the bad, and the ugly, so I gotta come up with something, right? Let's hop on over to the bad. I don't really have much. Again, nitpicking here. I would have preferred somebody other than Big E take the L in the main event last night, although he did get a stomp onto a steel ladder, so okay, he's protected a little bit. I did think they tried to do a little too much at the same time to close out that women's tag match, and I would have preferred to see Sonya Deville make an appearance, period. I want to hear what the crowd is going to do with her, how they're going to react with her. I would have liked to have seen a payoff to her just announcing entrance for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match while Liv had to genuinely earn her way in, instead of just, you know, sending out a couple of tweets saying, hey, it's Natalya, it's Tamina. Very anticlimactic. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna chalk this up to Bayley's injury causing plans to change and move on. And lastly, the ugly this week. Guys, look, whatever this thing is with Baron Corbin, it needs to stop. Other than that mustard stain on his shirt and KO giving him a stunner, nothing about his bit last night got a reaction out of me that wasn't non-stop groans and eye rolls. What it got out of the audience, meanwhile, was the first what chance post-pandemic era, so thank you for that, WWE. Can somebody tell me what the point of all this is? WWE has spent weeks now trying to build up sympathy for this guy. Somehow, he's on the verge of losing his house, even though this angle's been going on for a month, maybe. So he's missed, what, one payment on his house? I'm no financial expert, but that doesn't add up to me. Somebody can explain that to me, please, hopefully. But okay, so let's suspend disbelief. He's on the verge of losing his house. He's losing all this money. His life is in shambles. All right, they're trying to make us feel bad for the biggest jerk in the company because he's on a run of bad luck. Okay, then why did he come out last night and say he needs $100,000 so he can continue to live his high-end lifestyle? This does not make me feel sorry for the guy. Wait, hold on. I take that back. I do feel bad for Baron Corbin. I feel very bad for Baron Corbin. The guy, not the character, for having to go through this crap. Now, I've had people say that last night was about building heat for the guy because it's going to turn out that he's scamming people. Okay, so maybe they're calling an audible on this one because that argument does not hold water with what we saw the first few weeks out of this. But can we just, who cares? Can we stop? Can we stop? Can he just have, you know, can he just get fired next week? Kayfabe fired. Can he just get fired next week, lose his job, and then go away for several months, and then come back and just start owning people? This, whatever they've done with him since he won King of the Ring, it doesn't matter what it's been a blatant misuse of the guy's talents, from the dog food to losing matches constantly to whatever the hell this is. This is a guy, if given the chance, can be a total badass, can be one of the top heels in the company. I truly believe this, and I know people are going to argue with me about this, but I have my opinions, and this is where I'm at. Can we just get a guy who's going to come in and beat the hell out of everyone because he knows he can? That Baron Corbin can make money. That Baron Corbin can be a world champion. I don't believe that whatever this is going to take us in that direction. That's our video this time around. Again, make sure to give us the old thumbs up there. Also, make sure to subscribe to the Sportskeeda Wrestling YouTube channel. Again, I got interviews with Natalya and Nikki Ash and Johnny Gargano from this week up there right now. Check those out. Make sure to enjoy Money in the Bank this weekend.